Going live, pushing it up, coming back at you. Lawnbot Live is back, and I'm so excited to talk to you guys today. Let's go. Hey, it's Kendall, co-founder of Lawnbot here. I'm so excited to be talking to you today. We did this show for a long time, back when we were looking to get traction, like trying to figure out if, customers, homeowners would even use Lawnbot, right? So I feel so lucky to come and talk to you today and bring you back something that um, I personally enjoy doing, but also, I we talk about things on this show that help companies grow their business, and I think there's nothing more exciting than talking to a current customer and hearing, last year was their best year ever, and then this year just beat last year. So it's really cool for us as a Lawnbot team that we get to help so many companies grow their business. And today, uh, we are starting up Lawnbot Live. It's back every Friday at noon. You'll be able to catch episodes about how to grow your business, how to scale your business. What are the new marketing techniques that you can use to grow your business in today's 2021 era? Right? It just seems like yesterday we were all locked down from COVID, but the world's opening up, masks are going away, and we're getting back hot and heavy. I mean, we've seen it alone just on Lawnbot. We sold over $1 million through our Lawnbot system this year for our clients. That's just through the Lawnbot. That doesn't include all of the other sales that their teams are making, right? So it's super exciting watching the world open back up and seeing our customers grow their business. It's really one of the most rewarding things that we do is helping clients grow their business. So if you don't know who I am, my name's Kendall Hines. I'm the co-founder of Lawnbot. And if you don't know what Lawnbot is, it's an e-commerce tool for your business, right? It allows you to sell your services instantly online. Think of Amazon's software, but for your own business, right? Your customers can go on there, color in their lawn, get an instant quote, and then sign up and pay. It's really an amazing, beautiful thing. A little bit of background on me. I actually come from the green industry. I grew up on the lawns with my parents. I came in to my parents' business. It needed sales. And I started looking around. I said, what are people doing to grow their business? Like, who are the winners in this space? What are they doing? How can I replicate and duplicate what they're doing? Literally, I would use the same word tracks, the same talk tracks, the same closes, the same tie downs. And that's how we grew and scaled that first business. But when I looked at it and I said, hey, what am I missing? Where's my friction points? I noticed I was spinning my wheels hiring sales reps. And there is a time and a place for a great trained sales rep on the phone. We all know that, especially in this industry. But I noticed, especially in our industry, that power window of spring, you could get thousands of estimate requests in a matter of 3 months. So you think about it, you go from almost no activity in, let's say, December to just through the roof activity from February to June. We'd come into the office and there'd be just a pile of estimates, emails, phone calls, voicemails. If you've ever worked in a lawn care office, you feel my pain. So that's what prompted us to build the first version for my own company. Was like, hey, can clients self-serve, right, and order online? Is that even possible? Is that a thing? And through that experimentation, we found out, yes, they will. They will order online. They'll go on there. They'll enter their credit card number. They'll buy online. Now, I think we're still early on the curve. The people buying through Lawnbot, they're the early adopter types. But, we're not going backwards. If you remember the Yellow Pages, that used to be the thing. Get the biggest Yellow Pages ad, and you're going to be set with business, right? So I don't think we're going backwards to Yellow Pages. I think everything is going to move more digital. If you just look at the news headlines about crypto and all this just just change that's happening in the world today, I think it's going to filter and trickle into lawn care as well. And literally, there's no one else working on this problem in the green industry and solving it like we are with a whole product solution. There's some that are trying to do certain parts and give a price and things like that. But the whole product for something like this is somebody goes on your website, they can go on there and shop, they can shop different programs. We have a saying here, it's not a sale until we get that credit card information. So, we're actually taking the credit card at the time of signing up. And if you're utilizing our Real Green integration, we're shooting all that data right into Real Green and creating an auto pay profile. So, what is amazing about that is you think of, you come in Monday morning and sales are made, or maybe you're riding in the truck. We hear that story all the time. It's like, we talk to companies like, yeah, I've got like a stack of estimates and I'm out there, going house to house, leaving estimates. But what if there was like a thing in the background that was making sales for you? What if it picked up another 1 or 2 sales a week, right? How would that change your business and the bottom line? So, that's who we are. That's what we do. That's who I am. I really love marketing and sales, and I really feel like the luckiest guy in the world because I get to focus on how do we increase customers or increase the amount of customers for our customers, right? So it's super exciting, and I'm glad you're here. So what have we been up to the past 3 months? Where's Kendall been? What's been up with Lawnbot? Well, we're up to 9 team members now, and I want to give a big welcome to our newest team members. We have Dan, who's in our operations department, Nicole, Wendy, Jonathan. Well, actually, hold on. Dan, Nicole, and Wendy are all in our operations department. They're new ads, and we're super excited to have them here. Jonathan and Rob are our newest development talent. They're on the development side of our team. We have three developers. Well, if you count Eric, he's like 10 developers in one, but three names in the development department. So it's wild to think that this all started out of an idea, and literally, we were living in an apartment at that time, and I'd come home every day from work, like the full-time job, and kind of just keep taking it a little bit further, like figuring it out. And now it's like a real thing. 210 companies use our software. We've sold $1 million in business through the platform. It's only our second year. It's really only our second year of building. Last year it was me and Eric sitting back to back in January building this thing. And then just when you look at the growth of this, it's just been really humbling to watch, honestly. And then we got Malcolm in the house. He's playing the flex role. We got Eric and Lori, and of course the whole team there. So thank you for joining our team. And we're excited to have you guys. This started out of an idea, in the fact we get to do one of the most exciting things on the Lawnbot team. That's help companies grow their business. So another big part of our last 3 months was integrating into Real Green. You may or may not have seen that we were acquired by Real Green in December. And we moved that way for a couple of reasons. One, 85% of our customers use their software. And we kept hearing over and over and over how important the integration was to their business. They're like, well, Kendall, we'd love to do Lawnbot if it just did this. And we heard that so many times. That was a big driver, but also it aligned in the vision of Real Green. Anything that I do, I want to own and dominate that space. And that's Real Green's motto, is to own and dominate the green industry. When you look around at all the companies that use their software, they're some of the biggest in the country. And I think that's really telling. There's talking about a business, like just one man, one truck is one thing. But when you're talking about scaling up to 40, 50, 60, 70 trucks, 10 branches, let's say, it's a very different conversation. It's a very different type of software that you need. And that tribal knowledge of over 30 years is another reason what prompted us to do that. But a large part of our last 3 months has been integrating into integrating into Real Green and leveraging a lot of their talent and back office and the synergies that we have between the two brands. So what's fun is we get all of the power of of the resources of having a big company, but we get to remain innovative in the fact that if we stumble across a problem, we get to work on that, and our team is the one working on that. We're really tight, we're really close, and we're really excited to um, keep that startup kind of startup ethos, that startup idea, and then but also have the resources and the ability to integrate deeper than we've ever integrated before. I think that's one of the biggest things that's come out of this was um, we have had a open kimono access to integrate into SA5 the way we have. It wouldn't have been possible without this, without us coming together. And we've already what the development team has done so far has just been amazing. Watching them, the speed at which they've integrated RGPP, real time pricing, all these little things that they've done in a really quick amount of time. And let's just stay tuned on what's coming. It's going to knock your socks off. And we've just been building. So, my personal role has moved over into ops these past 3 months, right? And that's just where I was needed. And as a CEO and a leader, that's what you need to do. And that's where I was needed at that time. And that's what kind of pulled me away from doing these fun things, Lawnbot Live, the marketing, the education. But now that we're going into summer, or late spring, early summer, I was like, you know what? We're starting up Lawnbot Live again today. And I'm really excited to do it because I really enjoy doing these. And yeah, it's just a fun time. So our mission at Lawnbot is to bring e-commerce and online ordering to the green industry. What that means is we're obsessed with that idea. We're obsessed with making Lawnbot the best tool to sell your services instantly online. And what that means is we're never happy with where it is today. We've sold $1 million in sales through our platform this year. How do we get to $10 million through our sales, through our platform for next year, right? We're always pushing the envelope, and we're obsessed with this idea of how do we close more? What do we need to optimize? And Eric will tell you we're on Slack till midnight sometimes watching these sessions saying, hey, where could we improve? So I think big shout out to all of our early adopter customers, the customers that signed up last year, the customers that signed up this year, the customers that stuck with us when maybe there was some friction points in the integration that we're getting rid of very quickly. Thank you. Believing in this idea of e-commerce and online ordering is a big task for some people. And I just want to say thank you to all those that took a shot on us this year, believed in Lawnbot. Now we're growing and scaling the team. We're going to continue making the product better and better, closing more sales for our clients. So thank you. Big shout out to you. And we appreciate each and every one of you. Some big attention I want to bring, though, is I had a phone call with a customer, and he was like, well, most of my sales are done for this year. I'm like, hold the phone. Hold on a second. When we were growing and scaling our company, yes, there is a power window of spring where you make a majority of your sales, but sales season is far from over, my friend. This could be the second best time to be selling your services, especially your other lines of service. The lawn is one thing, but many companies, many of our customers, they sell mosquito control, tick services, perimeter pests. And I'll tell you one thing, the bugs are out, especially here in Michigan. So the cool thing about Lawnbot is not only can you sell lawn care, but you can sell perimeter pest mosquitoes. So I really want to make that top of mind right now, that sales season is not over. Okay. There's lots of low-hanging fruit out there. What I would be doing right now, if I was the marketing person in your company, is I'd be hitting that list. All of those new customers we just signed up that don't have mosquito, that don't have perimeter pest, that don't have flea and tick, we got to be contacting those customers and letting them know what we do. It's amazing how many times I remember being on the lawn. We'd be out there fertilizing. It's hot, right? You're just doing your thing in late May. and another mosquito company pops up, and I'm like, oh, we do mosquito. Why didn't they call me? Well, it's because they don't know about it. So every opportunity that you have a chance to make your upsells or additional lines of service known, we need to, as an industry, we need to be vigilant about letting our customers know what other lines of service we do. And I said to this company that called in was, um, let's run a mosquito offer on your lawn bot. Let's do a Facebook ad for mosquito, like focused on mosquito. Let's do that, and let's see what kind of traction we get. I know it was always very fruitful for us to start upselling mosquito and tick this time of year. So I would highly encourage, anybody out there that thinks, sales season is over, or maybe I missed my sales target, or you know, I didn't sell as much as I would like to. I'm a believer in lawn care sales are all year round. We can sell them. We sell them really easy in February to June or late May. But I believe people will buy, and they do buy all year round. I don't think it ends in June. So I think there's still time on the clock to really, uh, hit your sales targets that you had set earlier in the year or surpass them. Let's pad the stats, right? Let's run up the score. All this stimulus money going around, like let's run up the score, right? Also, it's another great time that I wanted to bring to the forefront to talk about reviews. So we all know reviews are important, and this is the time of year where we get some people that maybe weren't a good fit for Lawnbot saying, "Hey, Kendall, you know what? I don't think it's working. It's not a good fit." And the first thing I look at is their Google reviews. Like that, we've just noticed a correlation between being the highest rated, highest reviewed company in your area and the amount of leads that you get through your lawn bot. So we go on, we look, and we're like, oh, dude, you only have 30 reviews, but you have 3,000 customers. Like that shouldn't be a thing. And where we have a product called Review Bot. You can do it yourself if you want to, if you want to take the time and continue hitting the list and that kind of thing. But we basically do all that for you with Review Bot. You pull a list, survey, make it painfully, simply easy for them to leave a review, and it really works out. We double or triple, sometimes quadruple reviews for customers. So it's one of our most impactful products out there. But the point is you need reviews. People look at reviews today. I mean, every time I search for a home service, I'm looking at how many reviews do they have. I click in, I read the reviews. We all know it's important, but this is a great time of year to survey for those. In the north, in Michigan, our lawns are green and beautiful, like everybody's lawn kind of is right now. Let's hit the list. Let's ask for reviews and start padding the stats. Like if you have 3,000 customers and 30 reviews, there is so much business being left on the table, not to mention the impact on your close rate for Lawnbot, but there's so much business that you're leaving on the table. There's somebody in your market, okay, that's getting all of that traffic, all of those free leads, because there's a huge cohort of customers that look for the highest rated, the highest reviewed company, and they're going to contact the top 3, right? Maybe there's a 500, a 300, and a 100. Like that's the only people I'm calling for an estimate. If you have 20 reviews, why would I even pick up the phone, right? So great time of the year to focus on that. I just want to bring that to everybody's attention that, it's a great time to focus on that. So that's kind of who we are, what we're about, where we've been, but where are we going? Like I mentioned, we have 9 people just in the Lawnbot department that just work on this idea of e-commerce and online ordering for the green industry. But what's next? Like we have a huge saying here, and our customers know this, is we listen to our customers. When they have feedback, they let us know, and we build that right into the product, especially when we get feedback from multiple data sources saying, hey, we've noticed this. It would make our life a lot easier if it did this and this, and it didn't do that. Can this be done? Can at least get on the roadmap? And we take that feedback really critically, because Lawnbot is a new product, right? and we optimize and iterate over time, and it gets better and better and better with that feedback. So we appreciate that feedback. But where is Lawnbot headed, right? Just from a macro, 30,000-foot view. Some big themes that we've had this year were, Kendall, love Lawnbot, awesome, love your team, but we want to be able to manage our own. We want to go in there and run a promotion, or do an offer, or add a new line of service, or change a program description ourselves. We think this might work a little bit better. We do those changes for you now. So what the team is working on is, we call it self-serve. So just as if, you go on and manage your settings on Facebook, you can manage your settings on your Lawnbot yourself internally as a team. And we think that's really pivotal to, bringing on e-commerce and online ordering to the green industry, because we don't want to be the bottleneck to this growing. And right now, even with 9 people, there's still some physical human tasks involved. We think building software to make it self-serve, so you can go on and self-serve yourself, and making that part of it beautiful as well. It's got to be easy and simple, just like Lawnbot is. We think that's really important to this next phase of growth for Lawnbot. So we're really pumped about that. Self-serve is going to be a game changer for our team, but also our customers, and the fact that, sometimes boots on the ground is important. I know it is for us. Like, when we find a little bit of spark and a little bit of traction, we triple, quadruple down on like what's working, right? So when we get that little bit of spark, we're like, okay, let's do it 1,000 times. Boom, 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 right? Sometimes boots on the ground is important. So if you see a trend within your business, like, wow, we made 50 mosquito sales this week, let's like open the throttle, right? Let's fill the funnel. And you want to run a quick mosquito promotion, you could do that with a couple clicks, right? Right now, you have to send us an email. We do it for you. We get it uploaded, which works. But self-serve, I think, is what's really important. Next, of what's coming is a deepened integration into SA5. So our SA5 integration, when you look at it where it was last year to where it is now, is so much deeper than I could have ever imagined. But what we've realized is companies use Service Assistant in different ways, whether it's their parameters, whether it's their units of measure, that kind of thing. So what we're looking at doing is, when you think about software, when we were building Lawnbot outside of the Real Green, organization, we had our own database. So when you try to link up 2 databases, we think of SA5 as a database, you think of Lawnbot as a database, right? And you try to sync those. It can be very tough sometimes to keep data one-to-one. And what we realized is we need to build around one database, right? My friend Bill, CEO of Real Green, says siloed, right? We had silos. The products were built in silos. And what we have been doing and what we're doing now is all building around one database, one data set, one layer of APIs. So all of that data is going to be streaming in there so much nicer and so much more beautifully. It is right now, but there's nuances about that that are going to continue to be improved here over the next few months going into the fall sales season. So we're really pumped for that. We believe that you should be able to make a Lawnbot sale and just go and service it. Nobody should need to look at it. Nobody should need to touch it. Most companies, they have an audit department now that they send all their sales through, so they like to just check them out anyway. But we think, with Lawnbot, it should be the avenue for customers to go on, measure their lawn, say, yes, I want to sign up with you. You have the most Google reviews. You're awesome. Here's my credit card. Come out and do my lawn, right? And then at that point, it shows up within your Service Assistant. There's a call log. The credit card information is attached to the account. The pricing lines up 100%. The skip codes are in there if you use skip codes, that kind of thing. So that's one thing the team is really obsessed on is continuing to deepen the integration, and we're really excited for that. Another thing that we're going to be working on here soon is our deepened integration of ReviewBot. We think that is one of the most exciting tools. It's hard to think you could have two home runs, Lawnbot and ReviewBot, but we just listen to the market. We look for problems. We say, hey, where are the problems? And that's where the opportunity is. And when we had some clients, some smaller clients, even some bigger clients, really, start not doing so well sometimes, and we looked at it and said, hey, well, you need Google reviews. These are digital customers. Like, you can't have 10, 15 Google reviews and expect to do well, even generating leads online, let alone like making sales, right? So that's just what's important in today's age is Google reviews. We all know it. That's how we shop. Super important. But we're going to be deepening the integration of ReviewBot into Service Assistant. So the vision there is really exciting. We want to automate it just as much as we automated the Lawnbot portion of the ReviewBot process. We think there should be a tool that works for you 24/7, 365 to aggregate reviews for your business. You shouldn't have to think about generating reviews. There should be a piece of software, a tool that's always working on your behalf, automating, right, that process, that ask, helping you make sure that you show up best and first online, digitally, right? So if they're looking at two companies and this one has 50 reviews and this one has 350, who do you think's getting the most leads? Not the 51, I promise you that. Our data shows that, actually. So we're really excited to also be working on the ReviewBot integration. And just to wrap it up here, it's been such a fun year. We've really enjoyed working with the Real Green team. I've been learning so much. Like, the whole team at Real Green has been fantastic to work with, and I've been learning just so much about our industry. But I want to thank all of our fans, all of our customers, and more importantly, all of our friends now that, took a shot on us when it was just an idea back in 2019, pre-COVID. And the people that took a shot on us during COVID, like when the world was melting, and they said, you know what? Let's try online ordering, right? I want to thank all of our fans, our customers, our friends for believing in us and continuing to believe in us, and helping make this product world-class, and believing in the vision of online ordering and e-commerce for the green industry, who believe that, we're not going backwards, we're only going forwards, who do Uber Eats, who use Grubhub, who, do Uber, right? Like, the world isn't going to a place where, like, old school, where you used to be able to get an ad in Yellow Pages and be set for business all year long. We're not going backwards to that. I haven't touched a Yellow Pages in 10 years. I know that there's a huge cohort of society who also hasn't. Like, they Google stuff, right? So we believe, it's our religion that things are moving more and more digital. And that's where we're spending our time. That's where 9 people now, hopefully to be much more very soon, are spending their time thinking about e-commerce, thinking about online ordering. How do you sell your services online? In a beautiful, frictionless way, by the way. So that's what gets us up in the morning. And most importantly, I want to say thank you to all of our early adopter customers, the first 100 customers that took a shot on us. Like, you guys don't know how much that means to me, especially when this just started as an idea, and we just worked relentlessly hard on bringing it to the marketplace. So with that, I want to wrap up here. Stay tuned. Next week, we have a very special guest joining us on Lawnbot Live. I'm super pumped for it. Start getting some guests in here to bring you some of the movers and shakers of the green industry, and maybe not the green industry too. Maybe we go outside of that and go into pest and maybe, some of these other home services. I think there's a lot to be learned from other industries sometimes. So stay tuned for next week as we the next episode of Lawnbot Live. I've really enjoyed coming to you, giving you a little bit of an update about where we've been, where we're going, and what's to expect, right, as we continue moving forward into the early summer. And and how you can grow and help scale your business. So we look forward to seeing you next week. And until then, my name is Kendall Hines, co-founder of Lawnbot. We'll see you next week.